Welcome to this class on Microsoft Word Basics from Caleb Skills Academy, and it's good to have you joining the class right now. For this class, our lesson goals will be the following, which I'm going to highlight here for you to see clearly. As usual, I'm going to be using this space as my board, as my whiteboard, and on the other hand, I'm going to be using, because I'm going to be also explaining it from here as well. So the lesson goals that I have is this. For this lesson one, number one, to introduce you to the basic Microsoft to introduce you to basic Microsoft Word tools. Number two will be to um, introduce you to basic um, to basic uh, all the functions in Microsoft Word. Now let me start by saying this is lesson one. So let's go. Now I'm making the class to be as practical as this so that you can easily follow through and you can also familiarize yourself with the way it goes. It's quite simple actually. Now first is that you should know that Microsoft Word is one of the software or call it programs in Microsoft Office suite. Now the suite has other programs in MS Office suite include Microsoft PowerPoint. Let's take note that PowerPoint is using the P capital, the two P's in capital. Microsoft PowerPoint, Excel, OneNote. There's also Microsoft Publisher, which is used for designing, basically designing certificates and all sort of stuff like that. Now, this is to introduce you to Microsoft Word. Now, basically, basically, the basically you should know this. Microsoft is not really I'm typing them. Microsoft Word is designed to function as a tool for the following. Number one, typing letters. Number two is document formatting. These are the basic tools that Microsoft was made for. A document formatting in terms of paragraphing, text color, text color, shape, insertion, and some of a few things like that. Basically, the world of Microsoft Word is to make anything that has to do with documents much easier. Documents, letters, typing letters, proposals, let's call it business proposals, office documents, all the office documents, reports, etc. like that. So this is the tool to use if you want to do that. Now you should know that while you can use Microsoft PowerPoint to do some of these other things, the actual tool that they use for those that they have for those functions is Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word is the tool that is made for those kind of stuff. So the next time you want to type an office letter, you want to type something, you want to work on all these other things, Microsoft Word is the tool to use for that kind of thing. Now, I'm going to be introducing you to some of the basic function areas in MS Word. And the short form of Microsoft Word is MS Word. This is an introductory class, so it's made for basics. The basics are going to be discussed here. Now I'm going to start from the File tab. Now in the File tab, you can easily open a new file by the blank document. You can take a tour through the Word, through MS Word, and you will have the you will have everything described here, for you. You can also have a single space blank, for the different version of Microsoft Word that you use. You'll have, it different a little bit, but it's basically the same thing. You can create a blank document, or you can just use Control plus N to, do that easily, right? I want to use it to create a new document for you. Control plus N. Then you can also click on new here to create a new document, or click on blank here to make it easy. You can open previous documents that you've saved on your computer. You can open previous documents. If it is the first time that you're using the program, it will not you won't have anything in your recent. You can also check the information of the particular document you're working on at the File tab. You can see the properties. I would want you to explore these things at your own time. You can easily save here. If you want to save your document just to normal save, you can quickly save it here, and you can come back there and you can print. You can share the document with some other people that you want them to have access to it. You can export it as PDF, and all that. You can close it, and you can also check your account if you're using the type of Microsoft I'm using. This is Microsoft. This is Office 360 now that I'm using here. Now, but those are the basic function. You have the tabs. Let's first of all talk about the tabs. Number one, you have the File tab, you have the Home tab, you have the Insert, you have the Draw. If you are using Office 360, you have Design. You have some of the MS Word might not have this. You have Layout, you have References, you have Mailing. Then you have mailings. You have the View, you Help. Now they, these different tabs have what they contain, like I've shown you. Once you click on File, it brings out this. If you click on Home, we are in the Home tab now. You have this, and then you have the Insert, you have the Draw, you have the Design, you have the Layout, uh, you have the layouts, you have the references, you have the mailings, you have the view, you have the help. And for me that I've installed Grammarly in my MS Word, you have Grammarly tab here. Now, in the next class, in the next couple of classes that we're going to have, I am going to be going through the different tabs one by one. As this the next class now will be the Microsoft professional classes. For this basic class, just know that for you to save, let me introduce you to the shortcuts in Microsoft Word. Now, I'm going to call them basic short commands in Microsoft Word. I won't cover all of them. There's so many of them, but I won't cover all of them. So I'll just start with number one. Please know that control means another way we shorten control is just to use CT plus L, CTLR, right? CTLR. That's what we mean by control. You have the button on your system. You have the CTLR. So control plus S will give you save, for you to save your work. And then you have control plus V, or let's do control plus C will give you copy. You have control plus V, that will paste your work. You have shift plus control plus this key, break it down. To get to this key, you have to press your shift plus that key. That will increase font size. Then shift plus control plus reduction, that will reduce font size. You have when you put your cursor you know, cursor, cursor, sorry, cursor within a word. When you do cursor within a word, and then you press Shift plus F3. It is going to do is to change what is called case. That is from to change the case from small letters to capital letters, etc. There are other kind of cases. For instance, let me do it now. Look at this. As I move the cursor into this word, I press Shift plus F3. Can you see what it is doing? It is changing the case of the text. Now, these are basic things that you can know, right? Plus Control plus U. It's going to give you the underline. All right. Control plus B. It's going to give you bold. Control plus I is going to italicize. Now, and if you want to see these other basic functions, all right, there are so many of them. You could keep writing and writing and writing, but let me just make it 10. There are so many of them, right? Let me just give some others, right? Control plus E is going to centralize your text. It will change the margin. Control plus R is going to that's the right alignment. Then control plus L is going to turn it to left alignment. All right, there's so many of them now, but if you want to see the list of them, so many commands in MS Word now. But please watch, this is very important for the basics of Microsoft Word, to access the lists of all the commands in Microsoft Word, also shortened as MS Word. Follow, follow these steps. Number one, click the ribbon button. There's a ribbon button here. Look at it here. This button is the ribbon button. Now, this little button here, please make sure that you get it. Don't mess it up. This three dots, this two dot line with an arrow facing down. Once you click on it, all right, it will open this for you. Then select more commands. That's the step 2. Select more commands. Now, as you select more commands, and after that, see, I'm following you through. Select more commands. Once you select more commands, you will see this pop-up is going to open where you have the customized taskbar. Now you can see choose from commands, or choose commands from where. Now just click on the ribbon or click the drop down under popular commands. All right. Don't forget that I'm writing it out for you to be able to see easily. So choose or click the drop down on popular commands. Right? Once you click this, you click on more commands, and you select this. Just select all commands. Select all commands. Just wait a little bit. It's going to open all the commands in MS Word. You will begin to see all of them. There are so many commands. Look at them. So many commands in MS Word. Add-ins, this, that. But one thing that you might have is that this might not give you the access to their shortcut keys. But at least you get to see all the commands of what you can do in MS Word. This is a lot of things you can do. But this is just the little ones that are here. can see the list of other commands here. Now, to see the list of commands, that is it. But let me quickly teach you another one, which is to see the shortcut keys, or let's call it the shortcut commands for any action. Just do something very simple. Over your mouse or cursor on the item icon in MS Word. Very simple. Now let's assume that I want to bold, This is bold here. If I over my mouse on bold, it will bring out the command. Can you see it? Control plus B. If I open my mouse over this, it will open Control plus AIL, sorry, plus I. This Control plus U for me. This will also show me the other command I can use and several others like that. And the ones that don't have shortcut keys, you will not have any action for it. But we're going to go into all these other things in the next class. But for now, I want you to just be introduced to MS Word. At least you do now have a fairly good idea of what MS Word is for. In the subsequent classes, I'm going to go through all of the tabs in MS Word one after the other. See you in the next class.